In this video, I'm going to share with you a technique that I use in hypnotherapy, okay? And this technique involves the use of a pendulum. Now, what is a pendulum? Okay, a pendulum actually looks something like this, all right? Whereby you have got something that is a weight and it is attached to a string. Now, I don't feel that you really need to buy an expensive pendulum to do this exercise. In fact, the one that I'm using here, this is a fishing weight, okay, something that a fisherman uses, and this is just a normal string. So I attach to it, and this is a pendulum. Now, if you can't find a weight like this, a small weight like this, I have another solution for you. And basically, you can get yourself a string, okay, it doesn't have to be that long. And for the weight, you can even use a pen if you want to, okay? So anything as long as you can tie it to a string. So what I would encourage you to do is, okay, find a string and you can tie it to the tip of the pen. All right, let me do that now. Tie it to the tip of the pen. So that it looks something like this. Okay, so this will be a pendulum. Now, you might be thinking, so am I going to stare at it as it moves left to right, left to right? No, that's not the technique that we will be using. In fact, the technique that we want to do is for you to begin to allow your subconscious mind to take charge of the pen. Okay, so what I mean is, let me use the one that I like. Okay, so that is shorter, easier for me to show it. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to just concentrate on this pendulum. And as I concentrate on this pendulum, I'm going to begin to just focus on the pendulum turning in a clockwise direction. Okay? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to look at it and focus my thought, fully focus my thought on it. You see, this exercise works because for you to be able to control the movement of this pendulum, without swinging your hand or moving and all that, you need to totally empty all your thoughts. And to do that, then you will be able to concentrate on the pendulum fully. Yeah? So to do that, I'm going to ask you to afterward hold it like this. So for this moment, just watch how I do it first, okay? Then you can look for your string and your pen and then start to play with it. Now, so what I'll do is just watch my hand. Now, it doesn't matter whether my hand moves or it doesn't move. What's most important is both my eyes look intently and to relax it when I'm looking at the weight. And as I do that, I begin to just take deep breaths. And I concentrate on the pendulum beginning to move. That's right. And as it moves, in my mind, I begin to see that it is moving in a clockwise direction. And as it moves, I begin to focus on it moving in bigger circles, faster, bigger circles, faster, bigger circles, faster. At this stage, your mind may start to, try to tell you, you are only moving your hand or anything. But that's not our main purpose. Our main purpose is for you to begin to release your stress. So it doesn't matter whether your hand is moving it or your unconscious mind is moving it, right? Because you begin to just relax. And now you can begin to slowly make it come to a stop. And once it's come to a stop, begin to concentrate. And this time round, focus on it moving in the other direction, which is counterclockwise. And as it is moving in a counterclockwise direction, again, begin to visualize it spinning bigger circles faster, bigger circle faster, bigger circle faster. And when you begin to do this, you also notice that your mind begins to just become very, very peaceful. Very, very quiet. And all that you can focus on is this pendulum spinning in the direction that you want it to. So let me just get it to come to a stop. That's right. Coming to a stop now. Okay, so this is the spinning pendulum technique, yeah? So what you want to do, again, just to remind you how to do it, tie a string to a weight. It can be a string to a pen, doesn't matter. Hold it in front of you, okay? And to take in deep breaths, calm down your mind as you are doing that. And what you do is just to concentrate fully, your full attention onto this pendulum here. Then because when you are doing that, guess what? You can't think of anything else. You have now been discarding all the unnecessary noises or the thoughts in your mind as you begin to just fully focus on doing this exercise. Okay, so that is how you can release your stress and relax very quickly. Okay, does this method, will it work? Okay, you might be wondering, will it work? Okay, let me share with you. Earlier this year, I was invited to go to Singapore to conduct a series of training, okay, for a group of senior managers. Now, the training has nothing to do with relaxation, it has nothing to do with stress. In fact, it was a training about strategic thinking skills. But during the second day of the training, a few of the managers actually asked me, they shared with me the challenges that they felt in the meeting with their bosses. It's very stressful. And they have to come up with plans to bring profit to the business, and as a result, they feel burdened by it, right? So after I heard that, and I just asked, okay, would you like to learn a technique of how to quiet down your mind so that you can find wisdom deep inside you and also relax at the same time? So naturally, they were intrigued and they asked me to show it. Guess what? I brought my handy pendulum along. And the first response that they have was they let out a laugh. They thought I was joking. Okay, but I said, no, I'm a hypnotherapist and I'm not joking about these things, okay? So immediately I give each one of them, all right, a chance to play with the string, and I ask them to do exactly what I showed you just now. And within a minute, they begin to tell me their mind feels so quiet now. It's like they begin to feel more relaxed and they are able to think more clearly. Okay, so this technique is so simple, yet it is so powerful. Okay, so go ahead and do it. Go ahead and use it. So you may want to invest in a string and a weight so that you can bring it anywhere in your bag to wherever you need to. And you find that if you are feeling stressed about it, take it out and you can straight away begin to release your stress and start to relax. Okay, have fun.